This is the Sunshine Coast, Mark and Caroline on 92.7 Mix FM.
The house, it's full of bitches. They are 100% fake. I would not trust them as far as I can throw them. I want to go.
I just want to be the girl that disappears without saying anything to anybody.
I don't want to say anything to any of those girls. None of them are worth it. I'm the girl that walked away from Maddie J. That's me. All of them. We get
Jen from The Bachelor is very brave doing media today. She joins us right now. Jen, tell us, have you been slammed today?
Look, to be honest, I think media absolutely appreciates someone who is brutally honest. So, yeah, you guys have been great.
Hey, I've got to ask you that.
We've only just begun here. Just back up.
Now, I've got to ask you, last night, I'm going to pick you up on one thing in particular. Like, you clearly had just come from telling Maddie, a whole lot of stuff about Lisa, and then you denied you'd said it. Did you cringe a little bit when you saw that go to air?
What actually happened? So that fight was actually about 20 minutes long, and it was between Elise and I, and we were going back and forth. And Elise and I had covered, I'd spoken about the brother thing, the mate thing, but we were focusing on what she said in the room, being that she thought Maddie was there for fame, and that's what Elise and I were going toe to toe with. And then Tara comes in and starts carrying on about the brother and sister thing, and that's when I turn around and say, I didn't talk about that. That's not what we're talking about. But you guys actually don't get that's not what we're talking about. We've already spoken about that. You only got the very first part. And it makes me just look like a complete and utter liar. And I was like, oh, no, that's terrible.
I know. And that's the trick of reality TV, though, because you are going to be edited. When you were watching it go to air, though, were you thinking, I kind of wish I didn't go quite so hard?
Oh, to be honest, I don't regret anything. I wish I went harder, if anything.
All right, so are you fake or are you just a misunderstood straight shooter?
I think I'm a misunderstood straight shooter. I mean, I think a lot of people do appreciate a woman who can be direct and can completely back herself. But in an environment like that where there are a lot of cliques forming, and that might not necessarily be shown on TV, the big cliques and the big groups. But I think being a woman that stands out from the crowd definitely didn't play in my favour in this situation. But I'm definitely brutal. I'm definitely a straight shooter, and I definitely think I'm misunderstood. People didn't get to see my softer side.
But hang on, you did leave the house last night calling everyone else bitches. Couldn't you misinterpret a straight shooter as a bitch?
Oh, 100%. I was definitely misinterpreted as a bitch, but I think there's a little bit of a difference between me being a straight shooter and then people maliciously saying things behind each other's backs
how do you
pretending to be friends and they're not.
How do you explain going to Maddie J, though, and saying, the other girl is just pretty much seeing you as a friend, as a brother? What is
you wouldn't call that bitchy behaviour?
You don't think that's bitchy?
If I'm completely honest, I decided 2 days beforehand that I was completely done with the show and I was leaving. I'd overheard Lisa saying these really horrible things about Maddie. I'm talking like, he's a fame whore, he's only here to keep himself in the public eye, he's just here for the fame, he's just here for the money. Really, really horrible things. And I was sitting there going, well, you know what? If I was Maddie J and I was in his position, and there's meant to be a whole group of girls that really, really care about me, and somebody heard that, I hope somebody would have my best intentions.
But can't you, me as a viewer, I'm looking at you pointing everyone else out as...
They're all bitches.
They're all bitches, but can't you see that, usually it's the person pointing these things out that it's their problem?
Denominator.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I know I'm a bitch, but in that situation, I did what was right for Maddie.
Right.
I told him what he needed to know about somebody that he could potentially have chosen over every other girl.
Okay, so of all those bitches, which one do you hope wins?
Oh, no. Flo is not a bitch, and neither is Laura, and neither is Simone. It's just the rest.
So your money is on...
Laura, Flo or Simone?
I love Flo. I would love to see her win, but I think she can do better than Maddie J, so I'd say Laura.
Well, look, I'm just going to tell you the odds here now. At this point, Sportsbet has got Laura $1.30 to 1.
Not paying much, is she?
No, well, that's where you want that. That means her chances are good.
I know, yeah.
Flo is $26 to 1.
I've put some money on Flo.
No, she's too much of an outside chance.
Hey, except no, you just said, and let me go back there, you just don't even like Maddie J in the end, do you? You just don't
if
like
I'm
him.
completely honest, I was a little disappointed when I arrived and it was Matty J. But I thought, you know what, give it a crack. He could be a lovely, lovely guy.
But hang on,
And I did hope for that slow burn, but it never happened. It was like, come on, mate, let's get some rain in this desert, but it just never happened.
I tell you what, it's brutal to be Matty J. Like a lot of
know.
people are saying it.
I know.
Poor Matty J.
You can confirm it or deny this now, but my partner, she reckons that he's 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh,
he's all
No.
no, he's all
No way.
tie me down and all that sort of stuff. He's not
Nah,
like that.
nah. No, I think he's like Sesame Street.
Sesame
That's the
Street.
only way.
What, like
It's the only way.
Big Bird or Oscar the Grouch?
Just a
Bert
good
Cuddle
boy.
and comfort.
Cuddle and comfort.
Bert or Ernie?
I like it a lot. You were lots of fun. We are going to miss you from the house. And,
thanks, guys.
And good work today.
Thanks for that,
Thanks,
Jen.
guys. It was lovely chatting.
Mark and Caroline for breakfast. 92.7 Mix FM.